Hi there. So in the last video, we talked about fleas, flea medication, and how to determine if your dog has fleas in the first place. And now we're going to be talking about what are the other factors that are involved in your dog's skin issues. So as you know, there's three things that could be causing your dog to excessively itch. Parasites is one of them, nutrition is another one, and environment is the next. So we already dove into parasites, at least for the fleas in the parasite category. But for parasites, there are also mange, ringworm, and all of those other icky things that I don't really want to talk about because that is something that you should be talking about with your veterinarian. So if there's any other concerns outside of fleas, if you have a concern about fleas, go ahead and check that last video. But if you think your dog may be struggling with something a little bit more serious like ringworm or mange or any other parasite that may be affecting them, first thing that I want to do is have you go to your veterinarian. And another thing I want you to do is add deworming biannually to your dog's routine. So at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, or every 6 months, however you do it, add deworming to your dog's health regimen, okay? All right, so talk to your vet if you have any concerns about parasites. The other two are the two that I'm really gonna dive deep in. So for those ones, we have environment and nutrition. So let's start with environment. Some of the things that could be causing your dog to be itching that are in their direct, immediate surroundings are, let's say, sensitivity to grooming products. Has your dog gone to the grooming facility in the last week? Have they gotten new shampoo? Do they have any dog perfumes that you use? Have you gotten a new perfume or any air scents or candles or anything like that in your house, cleaning products, anything in your environment? Really take a deeper look. Is there something that could be triggering your dog to have allergies? Is there something that could be irritating your dog's skin on their bed? Laundry detergent that you use? Really take a huge look into what you're using and what is in your dog's environment if they're dealing with allergies or if they're dealing with excessive itching. So seasonal allergies are definitely a thing, especially in the summer. So environmental allergies could be pollen, they could be allergic to grass. There could be a ton of things that they are allergic to, and there are allergy tests. So if there's something in the environment that you have a concern, oh, maybe this is causing my dog to itch a lot, go to your veterinarian and ask for an allergy test. So many people don't know about this, and yes, sometimes they do come back inconclusive where they don't give you the results that you're looking for, but it is an option. So if you have a dog that's struggling with allergies for their whole life, go in there, ask your doctor for an allergy test and see if that can give you some kind of result that can help you determine what it is. But if you don't have an allergy test or you can't afford it or you've done it and it came back inconclusive, just keep a journal or just keep a mental note of what you've done or what changes have happened in your house for the last week or so, and if that's something that's triggering your dog. And we're gonna go into, after I go into nutrition, a couple of questions that you can ask yourself to determine if this is a problem long-term or if this is something that has just come up in the last couple of weeks. But I want you to keep a mental note or write it out if you're the type of person that likes to keep a journal. If your dog is struggling with a lot of allergies or if they have something that's more of an excessive thing, really try and determine what is triggering them. So for environment, like I said, it could be sensitivity to grooming products, it could be sensitivity to cleaning projects, detergents, candles, air fresheners, anything that you use around the house, take a deeper look. And then the number three thing, geez, I'm already getting excited, is nutrition. And as you guys know, and if you guys have taken a look at any of my other videos, this is something I'm extremely passionate about because what you eat and what your dog eats is really gonna set the tone for how they live their life. So that does not exclude allergies. So is your dog getting triggered by something that they're eating? Is it something that's in their food, a protein source? The top triggers for allergies are usually corn, wheat, soy, eggs, dairy, beef, and chicken. So if any of those things are in your dog diets, which likely one or a few of those are, take a deeper look and see, is this something that's happening excessively? Is it something that's been happening for months, years, or is this something that's just now starting? And if it is something that's just now starting, is it a new treat? Did you give a new treat? Did you give anything? You know, like they have these CBD treats that are soothing ones for 4th of July, which just passed about a month ago. Was it something that you gave for 4th of July? Is it something that they ate? Did they, you know, did you drop something on the floor while you were cooking and it's still triggering them a few days later? So you really want to look into their nutrition. And if it's none of the above, which it does, I'm going to say, determining whether your dog has an allergy is not something you're going to do overnight. This is something that could take weeks, months. Some people take years to find out what the best food is for their dog if they're sensitive. So I want you guys to keep in mind that nutrition, even though I'm kind of blowing through this fast to make it a quick video, this is really something that you guys need to look into. If your dog is itching a lot, licking their paws a lot, have allergies, seasonal allergies, long-term allergies, if they sneeze a lot, if they have more than a few hot spots every year, if it's not something that just comes, whoa, my dog's never had a hot spot, that's weird. But if they have hot spots every couple of months, they likely have some kind of allergy to nutrition or environment. And I always want to look at the nutrition, because a lot of people don't keep in mind how important a dog's nutrition is, because they think, oh, I got the best of the best. This food is organic. I spend so much money on just one bag. It has to be the best. That's not always the case. And I've done a couple of videos already on food and grain-free and the FDA report that just came out. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and do that now. And I'm gonna have tons of other videos coming out on what ingredients to look for to make sure that your dog isn't reacting to those ingredients. So stay tuned for that as well. But I just want you guys to keep in mind that there might be something in your dog's nutrition or lack of that's causing your dog's skin to react. So look out for those main triggers, like I said before: corn, wheat, soy, eggs, dairy. Chicken and beef are the two main proteins that dogs have sensitivity to. So if your dog has been eating that and is showing sensitivity, definitely look there. And if they've been eating that their whole life and then all of a sudden in this past couple of months they're starting to show sensitivity, that is possible for them to grow intolerant or to have allergies from, you know, just out of nowhere, it looks like. But what's happening is they're eating that so much that their body is kind of rejecting it over time. They want something else. So if you need to switch it, you know, if you have questions on transitioning your dog to a new food, definitely ask me. But if you need to switch it, look into that. So the one thing that I definitely want you guys to look into, and the number one question I want you guys to ask yourself when you're looking at nutrition, environment, and parasites, anything that's causing your dog to excessively itch, ask yourself, how long has this been going on? Is this something that has just been going on for a couple of days or a couple of weeks? Or is it something that's been a long-term issue that's really consistently been triggering your dog for a long time? So if that's the case, if it's long-term, it's something that's really in their nutrition or their environment. But if it's something that's just coming about, look into, did your groomer use a new product? Did you give a new food? Check to see if your food brand has done some rebranding or changed an ingredient in their food. And if you think your dog is sensitive to food, get the limited ingredients for any kind of food. That's always what I recommend. Limited ingredients always means less stuff in the food that can trigger your dog. So if that's, you know, if you just want to make one easy switch from your dog food brand, just ask them if they have a limited ingredient brand and switch it to that and go from there. Again, I don't want to leave you guys with some skin supplements and tips. I'm not just going to tell you, here are all the problems. So some things that you can add are some omega-3s like fish oil to your for your dog's food. You could do capsules, or you can do some pumps into their food. You can do prebiotics and probiotics, which I've talked about a lot in my other videos. You can add coconut oil to their food. Apple cider vinegar has tons of benefits for not only us, but for our dogs as well. And it's great for dogs' skin and coat. So look into apple cider vinegar and make it fun. Do treats, do frozen things since it's summer. Have a lot of fun with giving these supplements to your dogs. Another thing that you can do is when you go to your groomer, have them do some kind of soothing shampoo or oatmeal or anything that's going to help the skin, and do it, you know, space them out to 2 weeks apart, but do regular baths and regular brush outs. What regular brushing really does is it reduces the oil and the dirt, and it moves the hair follicles. So that's really good for their skin. And regular baths, if they're at least spread out for 2 weeks, is really going to help your dog's hair coat and the health of just their overall health. With all the nutrients and all of that, if they're using the right shampoo and the right oils, it's really going to benefit them. So that's all of the things that I want you guys to do. And if you have any questions, please, please, please ask below. I'm gonna do another segment in a couple of days that are just responding to all of you guys' questions on skin, allergies, fleas, all of that. So if you have anything you have to say, please comment below. And as always, I love to see you guys. So if you have pictures or anything, tag me in it.